G'day guys, my name is Baron Grant and I'm a weight loss coach, and I'm going to be reacting today to some viral TikToks around weight loss. I'm going to start with this one here by Dr. Janine. Here we go.
Are you concerned about your belly fat? Well, here are the top 5 foods to help you to lose that belly fat as found in the science. So number 1 is...
Okay, I want to stop before we even jump any further into it. She talks about 5 things that are going to get rid of your belly fat according to scientific research. Let me just say right at the very start, there's no such thing as spot fat reduction. So when we want to lose weight, unfortunately, we don't get to choose if it comes, our fat. We don't get to choose if we lose it from our hips or our stomach or our neck or anywhere else. So that's not really true. Fat comes off wherever it wants to as we reduce calorie intake. That's when we're in deficit, our body will use fat stores to make up the difference, but it will take it from wherever it wants. Let's watch a bit more.
green tea. Green tea, along with its naturally occurring caffeine and just the right amount, helps to target that belly fat. Number 2 is eggs, and eggs contain choline.
All right. I could talk about each one of these in the same thing, but I'll say it right at the start. The challenge with picking out specific foods like she has or specific drinks is that little things like that make zero difference in our lives. Literally, I talk to people for hours every single day, and stories that they tell me are things like, Baron, I'm having this, apple cider vinegar in the morning, or I'm having a lemon drink in the morning, and they're wondering why they're not losing any weight. None of this stuff in isolation will actually fix anybody's weight loss problem. I just want to frame that up at the start, because sometimes we think there's this really cool little thing that someone says helps with weight loss magically. Nothing really does unless you make big changes to the entire way that you eat and the entire way that you move. Let's continue on.
Especially in the yolk, which when you're low in choline, you actually tend to make more visceral fat around your organs, which is very dangerous for your overall health. So eggs are fantastic, the whole egg. Number 3 is fish and seafood, really important for all.
You know what makes more visceral fat? McDonald's and KFC and chocolate and other things like that. So specific thing, like visceral fat's made by eating crap and eating too much calories in all reality, and everybody tries to make it quite complex. It's not super complex. The foods that she's mentioning are fantastic for lots of different reasons, but the culmination of changing your whole diet is where it's going to happen.
Important for all of those electrolytes that you get from fish and seafood, helping your metabolism and your mitochondrial health. Number 4 is olive oil and other healthy fats like avocado oil as well. And number 5 is my favorite, dark chocolate. Make sure that it's at least 70% and above, because its antioxidants have an anti-obesity and an anti-diabetic effect.
Hang on. All right, so this is the bit that I'm like, this is the greatest load of hogwash I've ever seen in my life. So first off, fat is calories, right? That's all fat is. Don't think about it as anything magical other than that. It's excess calories in our body. So when we eat dark chocolate, which is extremely high in calories, we are still eating lots of calories. There might be some good stuff in it, but you can't just put lipstick on a pig and it's going to be a beautiful creature. The reality is, you eat more calories, you gain more weight. And just because it's got some good stuff in it, chocolate, doesn't mean it's completely amazing. Now dark chocolate, if you go and get that beautiful 70% dark chocolate from Lindt, for example, if you eat 100 grams of that, that is 600 calories. Let me say it again. 100 grams is 600 calories, because it's still got sugar, it's still got carbs, it's still got fats in it, it's big calories. Now, remember, fat is calories. Most people's basal metabolic rate is around about 1,500 calories a day. When you start eating much over that, guess what? You're gonna start gaining weight. So if you're eating 600 calories in 100 grams, but you think it's healthy because it's dark chocolate, you're kidding yourself. The other thing that she said on here, which is strange to me, which is like a meaningless, I don't know, it's kind of just a meaningless word, anti-obesity. So help me understand how that works, right? So magically the fat disappears as you're consuming a large amount of calories. Somehow this magical anti-obesity effect works. I'll tell you what is anti-obesity: water, because it contains 0 calories. Going for a walk is anti-obesity, and reducing the amount of calories that we actually put in our mouth, that is anti-obesity. There's nothing magic in any particular food or drink that's going to miraculously make you lose weight. It doesn't happen like that. These are the things that she's mentioned generally. The dark chocolate's no good. Like really, if we're really honest, dark chocolate just makes you fatter just a little bit slower than milk chocolate. Let's be really honest, just a little bit slower too. So there's not magical, eating dark chocolate is not going to make you lose weight. Simple as that. I think she's almost done. Anti-diabetic effect, come on. The only anti-diabetic effect is, and when we're talking type 2 diabetes, not type 1 diabetes, different beast, but if we're talking type 2 diabetes, I'll give you the best anti-diabetic effect. That is not eating a lot of sugar. That is the best. Reduce your sugar and reduce your carbohydrates. And guess what? Your body doesn't need to produce as much insulin. It's like this magic miracle. So thanks very much, Dr. Janine, but I'm not sure some of that is overly helpful. Now, I mean, how good. If I just, that's the way it works, right? So what you do is you just put some coffee in and a bit of lemon, and magically the fat just disappears off your body. I'm not sure what's happening in this video. I assume that's a doctor. I'm not really sure if it is. Get serious, bro. Like, you can't be telling people that they can lose weight like that by drinking a bit of lemon and a bit of coffee. That's not the way it works at all. But we see that a lot, frankly, with doctors, because they recommend weight loss surgery and they recommend Ozempic. That's a whole nother discussion. They recommend all these things that are completely idiotic and stupid. So I look at this and I'm like, I don't know what the hell this video is. You cannot lose weight like this. Miraculously, lemon and coffee is not going to make you lose any weight. The weight is on because we've gained too much by eating too much food, and if we want to lose it, we've got to eat less and eat the right type of stuff, but don't know where this one's going at all. Now, I've helped people for years lose weight, and we absolutely get people to drink some lemon drink in the morning. It's got great health benefits, but it's not going to miraculously make you lose all the weight. It's a small part of an enormous change that you need to make in your life to lose the weight that you've put on in the first place. So nothing can be done in isolation. It's a bigger picture that you've got to look at. And that's how we certainly help people anyway.
Have you ever wondered exactly how long it takes to lose 1 kg of body fat? Well, what we know is that 1 kg of body fat stores about 7,700 calories, meaning you need to create a 7,700 calorie deficit to lose 1 kg of fat. So for example, if you currently burn 2,500 calories per day and you drop your calorie intake to 2,000 calories per day, it will take you about 15 days to lose 1 kg of fat. You will probably need to slightly increase your activity levels as well to make up for the fact that when we are consuming less calories, our bodies burn less. Now, a 500 calorie deficit isn't sustainable for everybody, whether that's due to having a really big appetite or being quite small in terms of height, like this little.
So a lot of what he's saying is true. What I would say, it is 100%. If you're eating the right foods, being 500 calories in deficit is actually super achievable. So sometimes people eat the wrong foods and then it's not achievable because you've got to eat really small portions. For example, one 300 gram steak is about 800 calories. If you have a chicken breast, it's way less calories than what the steak is. So eating the right food allows you to eat big portions. Red meat, it's too dense in calories, so it's not a great option when you're trying to lose weight because it's hard to cut the calories and get in deficit because you end up consuming loads of calories. But if you eat the chicken breast, you can eat a big portion at way less calorie rate. So choosing the right foods makes a huge improvement for you to be able to make it sustainable at a 500 calorie reduction, which is quite simple to do, where you can still eat large amount of foods and not worry too much about portion control. All right, so there it is. There's some reactions to some of the viral TikTok videos that are going around at the moment. I really don't want to come across as really negative or harsh. I guess I get frustrated though that some people are told some real nonsense things when it comes to losing weight. I literally work with people all day, every day, helping them to lose weight. And the same thing works every time for everybody. And that is reduction of calories, reduction of carbohydrates, eat really good food, lots of it, and just walk. And you'll lose all the weight that you want. It's really simple, no supplements, no pills, no potions, no nothing. But anyway, hopefully it was a bit helpful as well. But stay tuned for another video. I'll bring a few more to you.